see the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory, yeah. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring, I just want a life that is worth every day exploring, My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.
Welcome in, everybody. This is the Road and Toe Show, episode number 26. I am your host, Toe for Life. My host, down there at the bottom on the right, Road Dogs Media. Special co-host for tonight, American Justice of Texas, and Big Man Audits. Welcome in, everybody.
What's up?
What's up?
How we doing tonight?
Busy.
Yeah. I heard that. We are going to have we got a couple channels linked tonight. We're going to do a different scenario tonight than usual, but we will probably go back Friday to the regular old Road and Toe Show. But tonight we're going to have an open panel. So if anybody in the chats wants to come up and talk or bring anything to the table, we are open tonight. And I am posting the link in the chat.
Open sesame.
Road Dog, I am under Road and Toe for Life. You're going to have to pin that. Are you under the name?
What do you need pinned?
Because
I just put the restream link in the chat.
Oh, I can get
I
it.
forgot I got to pin it. We just got word that one of the family members is live. I don't know. You guys want to go to that and see what's going on?
absolutely.
All right. Let Road Dog pin that to the chat real quick, and then we'll see if Road Dog can pull it up.
Yeah, in the meantime, go ahead and talk. Let me get this done.
All right. I might be able to pull it up. I just got to go over and get her link. Let me find her. There it is. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, everybody in the chats. Let me put the chat overlay up. I forgot. So everybody can see what's going on. All right. You guys ready? I'm going to try to pull this up.
We're ready. Freddie.
007.
3, 2, 1, Chuck. Should be
3,
There we go. Sound. That helps.
My brother owns this place.
This is M
Got
Star
Dunkin'
Media,
Donuts.
y'all.
Dunkin' Donuts right on the other side there. You know where they're gonna be stopping. Hey, Easy, what's up? Time to make the donuts.
Here's the link to what we're watching.
Jeffy Sanchez might be hungry. Nope, apparently not. As a matter of fact, I was trying to head to 2 different calls on both sides of the valley and stumbled upon this one just on my regular little route. Hey, cops. So we have 3 vehicles here. Not sure what they're up to. Jody FJ. I never call you that, by the way, do I?
It's M-Star Media for y'all that
Hey,
don't know.
Oklahoma. Long time no see. Hey, big man. Thanks for being here. Hey, Bailey. Lovely to have you. Congratulations. You're officially the Bronson of the Bronsons. My nanner. Hey, AJ, what's up? I'm happy you're here. I apologize to Toe and Road. If you guys missed it, Deputy Sanchez made my entrance. Looks like they have somebody in the back seat here. Or was in the back seat. They're feeling him up, searching him down.
We're touching his butthole.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Someone,
Looks like he got a citation for probably bullshit.
someone tell her we was.
Guessing maybe no bicycle light or maybe drugs. I don't fucking know.
What's up, K-Dot?
Oh, you're so welcome.
Welcome in, everybody. Carlat Moves, Judd.
Excuse me. Why did they detain you? Have a good night.
All
All right, he didn't want to talk about it. Hey, Constructs. Judd. Official misconduct. Leo Watcher. Deputy Sanchez. Hello. And you are?
I'm Deputy Colonel.
Thank you. Doing great. How are you? Good. What was this?
Sweater.
I'm sorry?
I like your sweater.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So what was he detained for?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. We both know you know.
That's it. So I came over here because I had a bunch of body cam footage.
Oh, you have the body cam footage?
We have too much stuff.
Ah,
A lot of paperwork.
a lot of
I have
paperwork.
electric paperwork now.
Yeah,
Electronic paperwork.
that's what I do all day.
What do you do?
I don't answer questions.
Well, I like that. I'm going to use that next time you ask
Oh,
me a
yeah?
question.
Oh,
I
okay.
like that one.
Use it against me, huh? Okay.
I mean, it's fair.
It is
I
fair.
guess.
So,
I guess so.
Welcome
Okay.
in, Mark.
seeing you around.
You will. You absolutely will. All right, guys.
All right.
Catch you
Bye.
later.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Bye. All right.
Em
That
said
was
I
fun.
don't answer questions.
All right, so they're gonna head out, and I'm gonna head out. Hopefully, I'll catch another one. All right, who else is here? Well, thank you, thank you. That's what I do best. What? Yeah. It's good for me.
Welcome in, Miss DC Accuracy.
You should get out and walk. Do you run? You do walk? Okay. Are you one of those bike guys? Hey, Dragonette. I think that was Scooter, sorry. Hey, F2F, what's up? Hey, Kurt, good to see you. Hey, thanks you guys for being here. Appreciate it. I almost didn't go live on this one.
I will just
Wait, you're supposed to wait for me to cross. God. Yeah, I know, right, Nanner? It's times like that where, like, I don't fucking go live.
Ellie, I think he's talking about my Mario
All right, you
dying on the
guys.
game.
Well,
and
thanks
my
for joining me.
notification.
Hopefully, I'll have something else to bring to you soon. If not, Friday I have my next video coming out. It's a little bit of a doozy. Hey, Juanita, good to see you. Hey, Keeper. All right, well, thanks, Road in Tow. I gave you some entertainment, I suppose.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Simba. Who else did I miss? I'm happy. I saw you in my other stream. I apologize for not saying hello. Hey, Break and Flaw. Thank you, Harry. Accountability.
Welcome in, L. Drew Brothers FTG crew.
Yeah, take care.
Ow.
Hey, Policing the Police. Great to see you.
AKA Laptop Audits.
You're welcome, LJ. Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right, well, I'm going to take off. I will see you on the next one.
She's out, y'all. There we go. All right, welcome back. Hello. Am I the only one here? Hello.
No.
No, you're not the only one.
Look, you see what 007 was putting, big man. I'm not clicking on no links of your teenage years videos.
What did he say? I was ignoring him. My bad.
He said something about if you want to see Big Man's teenage year video or something, and he put a link or something. You know how he is.
I ignore him. He's irrelevant.
Well, welcome in. What's Truth? How you doing? We are just kind of chilling tonight. For those of you that didn't know, that was M-Star Media. Go over and check M-Star out if you haven't. Hit the like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know how we do it. M-Star is part of the family over here. So that's what we do. So we hurried up and jumped into that. So I'll go back to what we were talking about. We do have an open panel. There is a Restream link pinned at the top of the chat. So if you got something you want to talk about, you're more than welcome to come up tonight. Tonight only. And then we go back to the original format. Welcome in, Jesse. Rocket City, I seen you at the beginning. Sorry I didn't say nothing, but welcome in. Yeah, chat's been rolling pretty good too, man. I've been watching it. So how is everybody's week going so far? I know mine's kind of been fuzzy, but you know, we're all right.
Mine's
It's all
been
good in the
crazy.
hood.
I got good support behind me, so my week's starting to get better. I'm starting to feel a little bit better.
I was in a funk yesterday for some reason. All day, man, but out of it now.
Yeah, that's how I was feeling, man. That's how I've been like the last 2-3 days. But you know, the family pulled me out, told me to how's that? Pull my pants up, buckle them up, bootstraps, all that shit. I don't know how that saying goes, you know.
Mhm.
Fuck.
So, I don't know if you know, but SA Texas Perez, whatever. I always mess
210.
up. Yes,
210.
no. 210 got arrested last night. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
But your Pokemon.
Oh,
I always mess up his name.
SA Ecstasy Perez.
Yes, he shared my my live out today.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy because I didn't think, nothing of it. It's just that, yeah. But so that happened. So yeah, I was like, oh man. I'm like 216 views already. I'm like, for me, that's like, whoa. Yeah.
Oh wow, you got that many views on that. That's great.
Right. I know.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And for those of y'all that don't know, our very own family member, Banana, has reached 500 subs.
He has.
So
Woo!
Banana now has a
Community post.
Yeah, community post page. So congratulations, Banana.
Banana.
And I think she
And
did
she's got
schedule.
that drawing going. When's that supposed to happen?
I think tonight. She's
Yes.
gonna go ahead, AJ.
No, you go ahead.
I think she's gonna have a pop-up lounge tonight. I think it is gonna coincide with the
eight-
Road and Toe show.
8 p.m. 8 p.m. California time.
Yeah.
Which would be 10 o'clock your guys' time and 11 o'clock Eastern time. So
Yeah, so in like an hour. And I'm not mad at her. She was apologizing to us and she didn't have to. I mean, she's just happy she got to 500 subs. Welcome in, Tiffany.
Yeah, so
It was
definitely
great.
jump over there and congratulate her.
Yeah, for
Yes.
sure. Banana is great people. If you want to hear great music and comedy.
and if you haven't subbed subbed to Banana Anna already, please go over there and click on her channel and give her a sub. Make sure you like the video, at least like one of the videos. That way it doesn't trigger the YouTube algorithm to think that you're a fake account.
Right.
Make it stick.
And I think we have Harry Nuts in the building. So I like to say I love Harry Nuts.
No, you don't do it right.
I know.
We need Caucasian. Where is he at? Oh.
He's been off the tubes for a while.
I know.
But yeah. So welcome in, Harry Nuts. You know it's always great to see you.
I like me some hairy nuts.
Tapatio's Cop Watch in the building. Welcome in, Tapatios. John Eagle in the building. Welcome in. I had a good little conversation with Tiffany's Epiphany today, too. She had a live, didn't have a whole lot of people in there, so I was over there keeping her company for about 20 minutes or so. Had a real good conversation with her. Really, really good person. So, and she's doing a lot of making like t-shirts and stuff. She started an Etsy store, which I want to promote. So if you guys get into that kind of stuff and you're on Etsy and all that, look up Tiffany's Epiphany and go over there and show her a follow or whatever they do on Etsy. I don't know how it works, but so she can get her name out there more. And she's really good people, some of our Canadian friends. So no problem, Tiffany. Anybody got anything, man? I don't want to be the only one up here talking. Come on. No.
But you do so well.
I know, but I start losing trains of thought.
Trains of thought?
Yeah.
About them
you guys all on the
trains.
train or what?
Yeah, I got all kinds of trains coming in my thoughts, honestly. But, you know, whatever. And if you guys haven't seen, I'll tell you this. Oh, shit. Big man drop. Big man always has troubles. He'll probably be back. If you guys don't know and you haven't seen, I dropped a couple videos this week. American Justice of Texas dropped a couple videos this week. Go over, check them out. Hit the like, share, subscribe. You know how we do it. And just do that because we got some videos. So check them out.
Well, Rocket City, get up here.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, what the hell?
And someone's in the basement, Road Dog. I don't know if it's Big Man or Rocket. Far Lap, there's my guy. G'day, Far Lap. If I didn't see you earlier, you know I'm talking g'day.
Eli family.
Yeah, I see that. Eli family in the house. Welcome in, Eli family.
Welcome.
Welcome in, Rocket City. What's up, buddy?
Man, I was down there stuffing my damn face. I had to finish all that business first. I got into some cheesecake tonight, so you know.
Damn, that sounds good.
Yeah, it was. I would share, but I'm not that good at spreading things across the internet.
Why
Oh,
that sound
shit.
dirty?
I just automatically thought that was Big Man Audits that Road Dog brought up. Welcome in for public safety.
Well, what's happening, guys? I wasn't sure if it was working until you started talking about cheesecake, and I had to talk.
Right on.
Damn, man, I'm making spaghetti for dinner tonight, like right now.
Well, damn. Are you going to share is the question.
Oh, you're welcome. Come on by. Hit the car and come on down to Indiana or up or wherever you're at.
Yeah, I'd have to come up.
I don't know if it'd be worth it to you, but
I mean,
you know,
then I'd have to go hang out with Big Man, so I don't know about all that.
bring him
I
with
started
you.
to say you probably shouldn't have put that offer out because he's in Indiana, so he's probably not too far from you.
Oh, no,
Right.
no problem. We got plenty. Come on and eat. So I think I'm gonna probably be doing a live tomorrow, guys.
All
Right
right.
on.
Yeah, I feel like going and testing that whole trespass theory out.
Yeah.
Is that
No.
over there at that one where them people got trespassed in
Uh,
Indiana?
well, yeah, me and misconduct.
Yeah.
We're going to since they didn't actually do a lawful trespass, I want to go file some grievances at the sheriff's station, and I can walk through the courthouse to get to it. So I feel like I'm going to go in there and maybe get a little attention at the doorway and see if they want to test me on that bullshit trespass they said they got on me.
Right.
Well, they didn't give me anything. There's no formal, so what are they going to do about it?
Mm-hmm. And you're there to conduct business, so I mean, what
Well,
are
yeah,
they
I got to
gonna
file
deny you?
grievances.
Yeah, they're gonna deny you services for conducting your business.
Well, what's funny is the officer that the main one that I got to put a grievance in on, he is the IA. He handles the IA for his department. So I'm going to be going in to give him a grievance on himself.
Oh, that's great.
Start
That's fucking
promoting.
great.
That's the point.
What's up? Blue Lives Matter. Hello.
Yeah, that's great shit right there.
It'll
What
be fun.
What about you, Rocket
I
City? What you
wonder how
getting
that
into?
would work. You have that paperwork come across, and you're looking at it going, okay,
Yeah.
I got a group. Yep, I did it. I guess I'm going to have to suspend myself for 3 days with pay.
Yeah, right.
Well, it'll go above him, but the point is I want him to know that I'm not going to skip it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that you're not gonna let go of it.
Right. I mean, they
get
put
it.
their hands on us, man. It's an assault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
What would happen
bullshit.
if we did to them?
You'd beat your ass to be in jail right now.
You know it. And probably beat to hell first.
Oh yeah, we used to call that where I'm from. We used to call that the elevator ride. You get the elevator ride treatment. They put you in the elevator and whoop you a little bit.
Yeah.
They come out the elevator all bumped up.
Yeah, like they do behind the bars, you get the soap beating in the pillowcase.
Right. That's crazy.
Nowadays, they just tase everybody.
Yeah, for real. Multiple times in the face.
I got a buddy.
Where you at?
I got a buddy that was telling me a story the other day about time he got a little too drunk and didn't really know exactly what was going on. Got in an argument with his girlfriend. Well, they just happened to be friends with, this particular kind of a big time cop. Big time for a little area, big fish, small pond. So she thinks it would be a wise idea to call their friend police officer instead of, going through the channels of calling the department on him, because he wasn't that out of hand. He wasn't like beating her up or nothing. He was just really drunk and getting out of control. So this dude ends up showing up with like 16 cars. And my friend he had just gotten undressed to get in the shower. He's butt naked. So the cops pull up and he goes outside because he's too drunk to realize they need to put clothes on to go out and greet him. And of course, to them, they're pulling up to a domestic or at least a disorderly. And this dude's naked or whatever. And they just really went balls to the wall and tased him for no reason. Double tased him while he was wet, no clothes on. And I always had the story wrong because I was told the story by the police that did it originally. And they have a whole different rendition. They said that the dude was out of control on them, you know, and was threatening them and like, you know, trying to get physical. But it turns out all it was is he was just drunk and stepped out the door and looked at him funny, and that was it. That's all it took.
I always wonder, man, in situations like that, man, what happens if they tase you in the nuts?
I'm
Man,
sure it's been done.
wouldn't that fucking hurt, dude?
Jeez.
Even if the probes going in your nuts. Oh my God.
You would think the probes would hurt worse than the actual shock.
Right?
Now, I don't know. I've been hit by the kind that touch you, you know, that you can be touched with. Like,
Yeah.
I got terrible friends. They think that shit's funny to zap
Right.
you when you get the call and shit.
Happened to me before, my friends too. Yeah. I get it.
Mine will do it to me while I'm driving, man. That's how bad they are.
Oh my God.
But I haven't taken a hit from the guns yet. Like, hopefully it doesn't happen anytime soon, but I'm sure I'll get it eventually.
That's why when a couple times that I went out cop watching with American Justice, all the people that know I'm going, they're always like, man, be careful, man, be careful. I'm like, look, if them motherfuckers grab a hold of me and they're gonna arrest me, I'm gonna make it worth it. Their motherfuckers are gonna tase me on camera. Watch.
Wear multiple layers of clothing.
I'm gonna make it worth it. My shit's going viral. I'm just saying.
I hear you, man. That's the point in the camera. You know, always keep the camera on.
Mm-hmm.
There's your rule of thumb. Don't ever turn the camera off.
Right.
I just say what we do is when Big Man goes to find a certain police officer, we just make sure he already knows what we want done, and we let him be our guinea pig.
Mm-hmm. Big Man to take that shock for us, won't you, Big Man? Uh-oh.
I think that's a no.
That sounds like a no to me.
Oh no, I'll do it. I don't give a fuck.
There he is.
I'll take that electric ride.
Ride the lightning.
Big Man, are you in Indiana?
Yes, sir.
You want to go to Clark County Courthouse tomorrow and do one?
I got work tomorrow. I work second shift during the week. That's the only part that sucks is like I can't really do weekly like stuff during the week. A lot of it has to be on the weekends.
Well, almost everything auditing at the places I'm going to has to be done during the week, business hours.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could probably, you know, at one point or another, probably go to bed a lot earlier than staying up on Discord, and me and end up like waking up early enough to go down there and get back before work.
Yeah, second shift sucks, man. I did it for 5 years. It's like you never can catch anything you need to do.
Right.
Perfect time to go to the bar, though. Like if you like going to drink after work, it's perfect for that.
That damn Discord is the devil, I tell you. It's the devil. But yeah, where's Clark County in conjunction with Lafayette, Big Man?
I think it's about 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's a little over 2 hours. It's north or southeast. It's like
Welcome
more
in,
towards
son.
like, yeah, it's more. Aren't you more towards like the the Indiana border?
Yeah, right by Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's south.
Mm-hmm.
But hey,
Cold
Big Man,
Kentucky.
he's got spaghetti.
Yeah, Big Man.
Yeah,
he's making spaghetti, dude.
Yeah, he's got spaghetti cooking right now.
Actually, man, it's even better than that. Like I was actually selling myself short. This is going to be some Tyson chicken patties in it. I call it poor man's chicken parmesan.
There you go. Shit. Sounds like I'd eat that. And I'm Italian and I'd eat it. Just saying. So what's up, Rocket City? I seen you put out a video, man. I ain't had a chance to watch it. What's up with that?
Man, which one?
You just put one out, what, yesterday or today, right?
Well, I put one out both days. The one yesterday or day before yesterday that I titled Rude Cop Doesn't Understand How Filming in Public Works. I've got a formal complaint pending on that officer. I should know something Friday or Monday on that. Of course, I mean, you know how that's going to turn out. They're investigating themselves. So
Yeah, exactly.
I blasted it out. I'm on my big ass 400 subscriber channel.
I feel you.
But yeah, I had my body cam footage in there because you can't get your hands on body camera footage in the state of Alabama without a court order. Yeah, it's bullshit. Some open records act we have here. But yeah, so that one's pending. And then today I was actually on the scene of a death investigation. A body was found in a ditch out close to a business. And they did the let's move the crime scene tape over here dance 2 or 3 different fucking times before they finally decided this bastard's going to move everywhere he can around the edge of our fucking tape. So we might as well stop.
They always find another way to get whatever they're trying to get done to you. You know, if they don't like it, they find a way to get around you.
That's all right. My camera zooms in. They didn't hide a whole hell of a lot from me.
Look,
That's it.
for public safety, if you don't know, check out Rocket City. When he means his camera zooms in, that motherfucker can see the dimples on the moon with his camera. I'm just
I
saying.
love it.
I
Man,
still want to know
just
what camera
subscribed
it
to you,
is.
actually.
It's a Canon Vixia.
Oh yeah, that's right.
HR 800, something like that. Now, I mean, it's just a small camcorder. It's nothing super duper fancy, but
That would be perfect for me.
yeah, it's not too big, not too bulky. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want one of those $3,000 cameras with night vision and all that shit on it, but man, be's broke over here.
I was gonna say, it don't take them too long to get broke doing what we do.
Well,
Yeah.
then that's part of it too. But now see, what's weird though is
What's up, .com?
my relationship with law enforcement here in Huntsville, Alabama, is actually, for the most part, pretty decent, right? A lot of them don't give me any trouble. They let me do my shit and move on about my business. But here lately, I've been having some issues, so that's why I've got a body cam now, and I'm gonna call them out on it.
Right on.
That's what.
Yeah, laptop.
Well,
He does film with something way better than the laptop. I'm just saying.
I've just been wearing the GoPro.
We do have a request. Ellie needs the panel to help with a court sentencing. I don't know if you guys
Okay.
saw that. Okay.
I didn't
Her
see
husband
it, but-
promised to pick up ice cream on the way home today. She made brownies, and now he tells her he forgot the ice cream.
Oh, he don't get no brownies.
He is
That's all
guilty,
there is to
and
that.
what should the punishment be?
No brownies.
No brownies, number one.
Well, there's
And
stores
sleep in
that
the
are
dog
open. There's stores that are open 24 hours a day. So
Yeah,
You
you
can
don't
still
get
go
brownies
get ice
until you
cream.
get ice cream. Hmm.
Yeah, he might want to get in his car and go get some ice cream.
yeah,
And then
You
he
gotta
still
grab
has
a
to
blanket
sleep.
and pillow and crawl into the doghouse, one or the other.
Yeah, and then he still has to sleep on the couch. And
Yep.
just to let you know, I seen my kid about 5 minutes back say that you and Big Man were bullying him last night. What's up with that?
No, he was saying that you were a punk ass, so we were bullying him back for you.
Oh,
That's
See,
my
yeah.
story,
Oh,
I'm
trying to
sticking to
talk some smack. Mhm.
That's
Well, what
my
now?
story, and I'm sticking to it.
my son just
Well, what?
my
Told you
son
feels
in chat
sticky.
said that you and Road Dog was bullying him last night.
Shit. All of us were clowning you. That's what I heard.
Oh, so I was asleep and you guys were clowning on me.
We were talking about your laryngitis voice and everything.
Fuck you guys, man.
That's that. Your son's the one who's got a laryngitis voice.
He said you sounded like you came out of the womb smoking a cigarette.
Yes.
Oh, he's got room to talk. That kid lights up a cigarette and immediately starts coughing, like hacking up a lung.
Sir, can we talk about the smoking?
No, let's not. Yeah, somebody's on me every day about my smoking.
All I hear is yeah.
I'm no better. You hear some of my than in my videos, so I ain't got no room to talk. That's why I'm shutting my fucking mouth right now.
Did you hear Toad when I did that live over there in Windcrest? He was like, "I'm breathing like Big Man."
That's messed up, man.
She edited out the point where when I went down in a hole and almost broke my ankle too, and I was like, "Oh shit, I fell in a hole." That's funny. That's good shit, man. Good shit. I don't know where he went off to. He must have lost signal. He's cooking spaghetti though, so.
Oh yeah, got to get them groceries taken care of now.
Right. Welcome in, Pepper Brooks. Welcome in. We see you. So anything else? What do we got? Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
About that video of Chuck's with the
oh
car.
shit, yeah. Road Dog, did you have man, your signal's weak, Road Dog. Let me go find it.
Yeah, mine is.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. You guys talk. Let me find that video. Don't everybody talk.
But yeah, as far as iRev goes, you came in throwing shade. Just saying.
Lady Justice, hello.
Oh, welcome in, Lady Justice. How you doing? Where is Chuck motherfucking Bronson?
Hello, lady.
That was on his big channel, right?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
It was last week.
I lost my internet connection on y'all.
Yeah. This restream thing takes a lot to run it. Takes a lot of CPU, and if you got a weak signal, it'll do that. It'll dump you.
Oh, Chuck Bronson's live.
Oh, really? Because I can't find that video, Big Man.
Oh,
hang on, I'm looking too.
I'm on Chuck Bronson, and it's not up there.
Wonder if he had to take it down, do some re-edits or something.
Maybe.
Or YouTube yanked it.
Yeah.
Maybe it was too hot for YouTube.
It might have been. Because the last video I got was 1 month ago. That's the newest one. On the big channel.
We talk about for Bronson.
Yeah, we was going to play it. Did you see the video where he had the car accident, the Lamborghini and that?
No, I wasn't able to watch that one. I started it up and it kicked me off the internet, and I never did get back on. I'm glad you reminded me. I want to go back and watch that.
I can't find it. So you might not be able to watch it because I'm on Chuck Bronson Live and I can't even find it.
Yeah, sucks.
Yeah. But Chuck is live. I mean, we can go to the man himself and watch it and ask him.
There you go. You can put it back up. It looked like a good one.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
What was he doing around a Lamborghini anyway?
That Lamborghini was toast.
There's a place in Tennessee where everybody goes to drive sports cars, and it's called Tail of Dragon. There's a bunch of shows and stuff where they'll get a bunch of those kinds of cars out there and give them hell. It's kind of fun to watch. There's always at least two or three wrecks. Well, spaghetti's almost done, big man. You're gonna be late.
M Star, if you're still in the chat, no problem. Anytime. Thanks for letting us mirror it.
What are you doing?
Misconduct. Was that him? What was that?
Chuck's driving.
Need to get Josh up here to do an impression of Chuck while Chuck drives around.
Oh my God, that would be so great. Oh, Road Dogg found that video.
Yeah.
Oops, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to do that.
We forgive you. Maybe.
Well, while Chuck's driving, let's bring up this video then.
Yeah, I want to see it.
What's up, Greg, Pocket, Diane, eat your broccoli, Angel, Leo?
Did it bring it up?
Hey, big man, you're already out here.
Here, I'm gonna bring this up. Let me shut this sound off. All right. Let's see if this works.
Turn on the flashers too, real
Here
quick.
we go.
There's cars flying up. He's gonna start putting up fucking tape. Something. They need to start directing fucking traffic. Oh fuck. There's a car or something, people down here. There's people right here too. That's the car fire.
Hey, tell them we need EMS right here.
They're on their way. They're coming. They're in the water.
Yeah, fucking people are flipped over in the water and shit.
Damn, I didn't bring my
That's the
fucking flashlight.
Mercedes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. That's the fire down there. That's the Lambo. Big man back in the studio?
Yeah.
Okay. I know he wanted to see this or talk about it, so.
They all went through here. There's somebody laying here.
Yeah, man, they're just dragging people up out of the water. That's crazy.
They must have flew out of the fucking car.
Oh, damn, and that other one's on fire.
That's a Lambo.
There's still people down there in the water. Unless it's just waves crashing. The tire just blew.
What's up, Michelle's Mobile Media?
Man, that thing's all the way on fire.
Oh yeah, dude. It's just wait till they get it out and you can see it. I mean, it's gone. There ain't nothing left of that.
Jeez, that car is gone.
Yes, Chuck, it's gone.
I came up on a police car that caught on fire like that one day. I was riding my
Jeez,
motorcycle.
another person's over there.
When them tires blow, man, it's like a grenade going off.
Oh yeah, scare the shit out of you.
Oh, yeah.
They
Ready?
need 2 fucking
They throw
ambulances down
shrapnel,
there.
too.
I think he just came down and said 1. But they need 2 of them. There's an ambulance sitting fucking back there.
No, it's incidents like these that remind us that we do have a need for our emergency services.
This is where the car ended up. They must have been flying.
And you know the fucking Lambos, man, they're known for that, man, like combusting like that in accidents. Like all those sports cars, the Ferraris and all that shit.
Hey, Toad, did you see chat? What Heather just put to help Michelle?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna speak.
Okay,
on
let
that.
me send you that link real quick.
Everybody, Heather dropped the link for Michelle's mobile media. She only needs 17 to make it to 500. And I know we got enough people out here in all 3 channels to get her to, or all 4 channels to get her to 500. Let's go over there and sub, y'all.
Car is gone.
Show her some love. She's out there doing some work, putting in work.
So there's somebody over there. There was at least 2
Like,
people
share.
over there.
Hit a like on one of her videos so the YouTube doesn't take your subscription away.
Like, comment, share.
Yeah, that's it.
Car to those people is 100 yards away. Maybe 50 yards from these people.
Okay.
There's 1 person over there. There's 2 people ended up in the water down there.
Thanks, Ohio State.
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
man said. Tell him again. Tell my brother.
Yeah, there's 1 person right over here, about 50 yards away from the car, and then about 100 yards away from the car in the water was at least 1 or 2 other people.
Yeah, Robin.
It's crazy. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see. When I came, the fire, and then it exploded, and piece of the splint catch into the police officer shirt after pull it out. Jesus Christ, Robin.
What's up, Ron 7? Welcome in.
All right.
They said it was a sports car. I don't know what.
Oh. Ouch, my leg.
Just pull over to the right up ahead.
Look at that thing, man. That thing is nothing no more.
For anybody that in the chat that has not
Oh, so-
subscribed to Chuck Bronson, make sure you
so-
go to Chuck
Yeah.
Bronson page.
That means to say,
What link you looking for, FTG?
She's looking for, I think, Michelle.
Yeah, they came flying
getting
across
ready
the
to do it
bridge.
again.
Yeah, man.
Crashed. Lost 2 people back
This-
there. 1
this
person here,
guy-
and the car kept going.
Just
What it
wait,
looks like.
this guy will crack you guys up.
Crazy.
He's only 8 away, guys. Come on, let's show her
They're
some
probably doing
love.
over 100.
So
Yeah, I heard you.
They said it was
this
a
guy will,
sports car.
this guy
A
talking will crack you up.
Lamborghini.
It was a Lambo?
Yes, a
What the hell?
Lamborghini.
It's a
Yeah, you
Lamborghini.
can buy that Lamborghini, man.
Damn.
Give it a second. Here it
He's gonna
goes.
get in trouble. He's over there pissing.
That's great. Chuck caught him pissing on
Lamborghinis
camera.
only fit 2 people, as far as I know.
Saturday night, them supposed to just relax and just, you know.
Yep.
I mean, you got to go, right?
I was waiting for him to come over and shake Chuck's hand, but
Light post.
Yep.
Yeah,
The pole's down or a tree, one or the other.
Okay.
I was over here talking to myself, guys. I went and subscribed to Michelle's channel and didn't even realize I dropped out.
We're not scene. We're not even in the scene. Yeah. That's where a person is too.
Howdy, Chuck. We're just watching the Chuck video, Rob C. Chuck's not in here. He's actually out cop watching.
Really?
Yeah, it looks so.
Maybe.
Was there another vehicle?
I don't
There
know.
has to have been. There's so much gravel and like bushes.
Unless it hit there first, then hit the pole, and then ended up here.
Where did the
But we do have Big Man.
Out of the
who was Chuck
car.
Bronson
It flew out of the
before Chuck
car when
Bronson.
it first crashed. Flinged them out, but then continued on and hit that. He said it was a Lambo.
what's
I don't know.
how many
They said a
likes does the
sports
chat
car
have?
over the radio.
That's like a plastic flyer, though. That's Corvette, if anything.
How many likes does the channel have right now?
I don't know.
It went pretty quick though. Still, that was pretty fast.
I can't switch screens or to switch screen.
Yeah.
You guys.
That is enough.
So somebody in the chat would
There's
tell.
an orange Acura. There's an orange Lambo I see downtown too all the time. I haven't seen orange Vets though.
She needs 4 more.
Let's go, y'all. 4 more, man. Let's get Michelle up over and give her a cushion, too.
No, it's not a Corvette. It was a Lambo.
Sure.
It's a Corvette.
I mean, when I saw it,
Yeah, I know.
Put somebody in that ambulance.
Are they going to push him out?
Well, there was 2 people down there. One of them was in the water.
In the water?
Yeah,
Oh,
they carried him up out of the water. One was just laying on the sidewalk,
You had to
and
see
then
that. Here
there
comes
was
the crime
one
scene tape.
here.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what
bad
I mean. I
enough
think
crash
they're
would
going to
have
push
ripped
him
those
out.
seatbelts right out. And
We got about 3 more minutes of it, so we'll watch it all the way.
Here we'll do this. Right now the thumbs up is at 21. So we'll do this. We'll go
I don't know.
4 more likes to 25. 4 more guard.
Either way, most of the cars that we think it is are only 2-seaters. So it doesn't mean anything, but there's definitely 3 people.
They brought out of the water and there's one guy over there.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's why I'm wondering if there ain't.
There could be another person. Yeah,
sounded like
It looks like
it might have been 2 cars racing.
Let's go. Welcome in, Metal Man. Welcome in.
you can never know till you're right.
They were probably racing across the bridge.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. It's Saturday night this
Sunday morning, then.
Sunday morning.
And we had a hell of a turnout for emergency services there.
Yeah.
This guy's about to go talk to his father.
I love how Chuck interacts with people when they start talking.
This will be
He's
shut
filming.
down for
It's funny as
the
shit.
rest of the night.
So this guy here.
He usually just interacts with flipping the bird to a cop.
At 498, guys, let's go. Let's get her 2 more. Get her a couple over for cushion.
It's burnt the color it is now.
Hey, you know what I could do? I could go get on my other channel and subscribe to
Anybody here's local to Lee County area, we got a Lee County
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going
banner page on Facebook. We post this
to,
stuff
after
too.
this video, I'm going to make sure I'm subscribed and then subscribe under the road and tow if I ain't subscribed there yet.
Sorry, I couldn't say
Fair.
One more.
Bert
Let's
Sienna.
go.
Race gone wrong. Yeah, I bet. I mean, I don't know if they got they got cameras at the
There's
down at the,
cameras right there. There's
the
one
bottom.
Right there. Isn't that, or is that no, that's a camera right there.
Yeah, I don't
On
know.
that pole. There's the.
This is a nice stream studio, man.
I think it's the camera.
We might have to see if we can't get those.
You like
that
this?
footage?
It's the first
Yeah,
time you ever
sharp.
been up?
Might be pretty good.
Yeah, you ain't never been up on a panel, or you ain't never been up
I
on
have.
Stream.
Yeah, I've been on a couple of them, but this one's nicer.
They might
This is,
just release that too. Who knows?
I might need some help learning how to do it later on. One of you guys could help me figure it out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just reach out, man. We'll help.
There's mad amounts of. Like,
All right, I'm gonna kill this.
bushes.
There we go.
That's
All
wild.
right. All right, we're back. So, what do you think about that? That's a crazy ass scene, right?
Yeah, that was wild.
It's like worst case scenario, winding up in the water. You know, it's like the cars never wreck in a convenient place. It's always some freaking 40-foot ditch or lake or something like that. Telephone pole.
And no one died.
Right. Well, that's
Believe
good.
that? I mean, that's great, but you would think there was fatalities or something on that.
Now, that's one thing you can say about those expensive luxury sports cars. They definitely design like cockpit safety, you know. They're all about that part.
I think we
It's amazing.
I think we got Michelle up over 500, y'all.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I do have something to say about that Lambo. I just said something about, you know, they're designed for safety. So there was two options. It was either they jumped from the Lambo or they got ejected from the Lambo. That's definitely not a safe car.
Yeah, unless the ejection was built in for that purpose.
Right.
Yeah, there's a possibility that it might be one of those things where, you know,
Ejection seat.
yeah, where it'd be better off for them to be ejected out of the car than to stay in it when it hits, because, you know, I mean, those cars are like, you know, get crunched like sardine cans, and it don't take very much.
Road Dog, did you just a quick question, Road Dog, did you sub to Michelle's Mobile Media under Road and Tow Show yet?
I believe
Since
we
you're
did
logged,
I think it was on Friday, but I'll double check.
yeah, since you're logged in under that, because if not, I gotta switch my account and everything.
I can do it. I'm already logged into it.
All right. Thank you, sir. And here in a minute, we'll probably I'm gonna bring up a video. It's one of Michelle's videos. I'm gonna get the word out about this. I want everybody to take a look at it. You want to do it now before the intro, or you guys want to do the intro and then come back to it?
Are you really sure about that?
Questions,
Don't matter, man.
answers. Intro. Everybody ready for your intro? Want to go get your drinks? Go get your smokes. Go take a piss.
Yeah.
Go do a boo boo or something. I don't know. Whatever the fuck y'all want to do.
Yeah,
So
that,
like
thing
this
is-
spaghetti.
that intro ain't quite that
Yeah.
long.
Slurp down some spaghetti. Get it all over your beard and all up in your mustache. Whatever.
That's where it goes.
All right. So
Flavor saver.
we're an hour into the show, y'all. So that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna take a quick intermission. So go get your rigs out, whatever the hell you guys do. Smoke your smokes, chop a line. I don't know, whatever the hell you want to do. I don't care because it ain't me, right? But
That's
here
right.
we go.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night inning, there ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, hear them scream, okay, this a dream. And I pray as a team, one day it'll be me. If I want it, then I get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today. For a minute, I don't stay, I just visit. Have no shame, I admit it. Looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. Swear to God, man, I'ma make it soon. Silence all the haters as they see us making moves. I do what I want, so I got nothing to prove. Staying motivated, teaching others what to do. I'm staying focused, my mind is open. They start to notice that I'm in motion. There is no potion, you're not just chosen. It takes devotion to stay composed, man. Never stop, there ain't no time to fall. Try to live, get it up, you got one life to ball. Thinking big, never small, cause you gotta want it all. When you finally get that call, you get ready, take it on. Need a handout, I already stand out. Starting to advance now, ready to expand now. You don't have a chance now, cause we're in demand now. Make it by the grand now, feeling in command now. They're looking right at me to see if I succeed, to see if I believe. They're looking up to me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now, best of me now, best of me now, best of me. They want the best of me now.
Rojo, we're back, yo. We're back. Big ups again to Road Dogs Media for all the editing on the intro, the outro, and the intermission. Big up, Road Dog. Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. And Rocket City, I said the same thing when I saw that where they handcuffed the guy. That is like so clumsy. I mean, it was so obvious. I didn't have done it.
Oh yeah. Well, the first problem was the gun pointed right at the damn back while the guy's complying, reaching his hands back there so he can grab your damn gun from you.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome in. Truth be told, I don't know, for public safety dropped out. This is Spirit. Blah. Welcome in.
That's a badass song. I like that guy's music. I've listened to some more of it since you pointed it out a while back.
Yeah,
Did you listen to the new song today that came out today?
Not today, no.
I did.
Oh man, it is awesome.
Mm-hmm. I did listen to it today. Watch. Well, I wouldn't call it a video because he doesn't usually just do anything besides that thing. But the song's great.
Yes.
Yeah. So We do have, and I want to thank everybody for getting Michelle's Mobile Media up over 500. Congratulations, Michelle. You can probably now use your community page. So congratulations. And it was no problem for us to do it. And we appreciate you and the work you do out here.
Yeah, that community page usually takes about 2 to 3 business days to appear.
Yeah, there you go. Sweet. But we do have a video. I don't know how well this one's going to pull up, but let's see.
Oh, Ohio, that is actually the intermission. And yeah, he's a friend of the show.
Who's that?
Authority Check.
Yes. Why?
He was saying he was surprised to see his avatar in there.
Oh, yeah. No. Authority Check has great audits and
Plus, he's a Texas boy.
yes, and he is Texas, so we try to keep the South other than Big Man. Let's see if I can't pull this video.
I sent it. Well, I put it on regular Discord too, in case Road Dog had to do it.
Yeah, Road Dog's probably going to have to do it because it's not letting me. If you'd have put it in a private, I probably would have been able to do it. Road Dog, did you see it?
Nope, but I'm looking now. I have to sign back into Discord.
Yeah, it's the Michelle's Mobile. She put 2 of them in there. One's Michelle's Mobile Media. The other one's another about San Antonio.
Yeah.
Big Man paid extra. 3802. You're right, Hal. That's ID law in Texas.
There you go. It's a chat for you.
Paid extra for what?
I don't know. Pepper,
Pepper, why you down there in the chat being weird?
All right. Got it. Oh, shit.
Yeah, Ohio Steve. He has porn bombed some good people out there. So I mean, it's like not a good thing, but not something that a lot of us get into that business. So
yeah, we try not to pay attention to the drama side of Authority Check. We pay attention to the 1A side. All right, you guys ready for this?
Let's hit
Yes.
it.
Should be coming up. Full screen.
oh, this video is great.
And all law enforcement officers know one thing, and one thing for a fact. If you don't write it down, it didn't happen. But at the end of the day, there is no crime committed. Therefore, no one is going to be arrested.
We don't have all our complaints are taken verbally. You have to come in and talk to an IA guy to fill out a complaint on one of our deputies.
That's not right. I mean, they should be relatively.
And all law enforcement officers know one thing, and one thing for a fact. If you don't write it down, it didn't happen.
Yeah, they should be. I mean, people should be able to come in and file complaint forms anonymously. Some people don't want to have their name put out there or anything like that.
Well,
and to be able to have, you should be able to have
I understand
forms that
that.
people should be able to bring home to fill out in order to bring back, because some people do want to remain anonymous.
If you don't write it down, it didn't happen.
I love the way she did the video.
Yeah, that's pretty good video.
So I guess if you break the law, as long as you don't write it down, it didn't happen.
Yes.
So does that mean we're supposed to grab their ticket book and haul ass?
Hell yeah.
I mean, that's fucking Louisiana. I mean, they're kind of backwards. Was that truth be told in the video?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Louisiana has some odd laws. Their laws are differently formatted than other states. because they also still have parishes,
right? Not counties.
Counties, and a lot of their state law stuff is based on Napoleonic law.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I lived down there for a good while, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not 100% sure I'd be doing cop watching in Baton Rouge. Now, Livingston Parish. Possibly.
You haven't met Truth Be Told, have you?
No, I hadn't.
Okay. Well, you're not gonna tell this man he can't go anywhere. But yeah, he's run into I think Baton Rouge a couple of times. His last interaction was he's having some issues with
Baton Rouge,
but it's more the citizens that are giving them grief that I've heard them say than police officers, which is crazy.
Yeah, they definitely do back the blue in the Baton Rouge area in most parts of town. But the cops are a totally different breed. More power to him for that down there. Those cops can be some real assholes. You can disappear quick in Louisiana.
Yeah, and I think that is a stop and ID state, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but I think it is a stop and ID state.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know how well that's going over with Truth Be Told and Michelle down there with the ID thing, but I do know that because I've actually seen audits down there from a few different auditors, some old ones, where they've had to ID, like they had no choice.
Either one of you could come up if you want. It's an open panel. The thing is pinned up top.
Yep.
You want to talk about it? I know. Michelle's got a big story she's working on, and I think it has to do with one of the parishes, if I'm not mistaken. But
well, I don't know if any of y'all watched.
Road Dog, can you look that up?
What you need to look up?
Truth's putting in Louisiana Penal Code 415.1, Section 8. Yeah, look that up. Let's get the context on it. Because I thought it was a stop and ID state. And like I said, I always say I could be wrong because I'm usually wrong.
Got that right.
Fucking hey. That way it covers me, either way. If I'm right, then I'm right. If I'm wrong, then I said I could be wrong.
That's kind of like answering Senator, I can't recall one way or the other.
Mm-hmm. Right. I just plead the fifth. Fuck it.
Get back in here, guys. You're talking about stopping ID state.
And we got a basement.
Yes.
Oh, there's public safety.
I'm in a stop and ID state. And yeah, we had our first experience with it a couple weeks ago, like where it mattered. And honestly, it doesn't matter unless you're driving. I mean, there's a little bit, you got to be careful. There's a little bit of difference to it. But honestly, it's not that big of a difference as far as non-stop and ID state. You just have to watch out for ordinance on top of state law. So like, the only thing it adds is ordinances here. So you just can't be breaking any law or ordinance.
Right.
Otherwise, you can tell them to shove it up their ass.
So the stop and ID don't mean they can just say, "Give me your ID."
Yeah. Then I screwed up and did it, thinking I was supposed to. Got made fun of.
Right.
But no, they can't. I mean, unless you're violating the ordinance, it's stopping ID state here. The laws here in Indiana. The difference is that the ordinances are added to it, so it's not just state laws. That they have to suspect you of violating it. It's also ordinances. But I mean, it's still pretty much the same result when you're interacting with an officer who is questioning you for an ID. Generally, they're worried about a state law. It's not usually an ordinance.
Well,
You know.
regardless of what state you're in, I mean, you got to look at the big picture. It all falls under the First Amendment. The First Amendment gives you a right to, your person's papers in effect. No matter what state you're in, no matter what penal code you're looking at, no matter what you're doing, it is still your personal identification. All 50 states, they do have their own separate penal codes and stuff like that. But Louisiana is 415.1 Section A, as in Apple. Is the same one as Texas Penal Code 38.02, which is, failure to identify, which is only means that you have to be arrested, about to commit a crime, or have committed a crime.
Yep. And it also falls in the fourth too, unreasonable search. But you know what? I've kind of sort of come to the conclusion, I could be wrong, I'm not a lawyer, but I feel like if you're solid on your constitutional law, then the rest of it just kind of falls to the wayside. I mean, it's there, but we know all the state laws better than we know constitutional laws as a society.
Right, exactly, and that's becoming a major issue, believe it or not. They're wanting to learn the law, but yeah, exactly. I agree, because everybody's learning the laws and everything like that, but that just wipes out the Constitution completely.
Well, think about like all growing up in school, and when you're taught to obey authority and all, you're taught about what not to do. But constitutional law tells them what not to do. And so it's just laws for them, more or less. And, they don't even bother teaching us what they're not supposed to do. Hell, it's government school we go to typically.
Well, I mean, you got to think of it like this. One of the things that they don't teach in school anymore is how to write cursive. Cursive, and I've got a point on this, but cursive language, is completely, they don't even teach cursive language. Can anybody here tell me what the Constitution is written in?
Oh, yeah.
It's written in cursive. What are they trying to do? Make everybody so where they can't read their own Constitution anymore?
Oh, good point. I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
There's so many things that I look into and everything. I mean, it is corrupt. I believe, I'm one of the people that believe that there's some good officers, but man, it's the problem. And I've always believed our biggest hurdle, and the biggest one that we do have and we run against, it's some of these cops, I believe, want to be good, but in order for them to have a good job and for them to be able to stay in their companies, when they see another cop violating rights, like y'all talked about the other night, it's very true. There's cops that want to do so good, but they don't want to violate anything that the other cops are doing because they don't want to look bad and they don't want to be talked about in their own departments.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the same as anywhere else. When you work right next to somebody and you go in narc arm or whatever, they're going to be shitty to you. You got to work next to them.
Yeah. That's what I said. I believe that's the biggest hurdle. If we can get past the hurdle of cops actually wanting to turn in other cops, I think we could get a change done. But to get that accomplished it's the biggest hurdle out of all of everything.
I honestly believe that if we can change that, if we can change where these good officers aren't scared to speak up, I think you'll see a huge change. Honestly, that's my point of view.
There's still more though. Did you guys see the video that I posted last?
No, I haven't. You got it? What do you
want? Well, I wouldn't even know how to throw you a link while I'm doing this, but I will later if you want. Sure. Maybe Tiffany can throw it up here. So it was my first experience in my life. I'm 44 years old that I am aware of where a police officer intentionally, because I asked him to, protected our fucking civil rights. It was the first time I've ever had one pay attention to constitutional law and act on it for me.
Who's that public?
For public safety.
Got it.
Well, you're not going to notice, going back to what Truth Be Told was saying, and y'all were talking about the change in law enforcement. You're not going to notice that change until it starts changing with the unions and the higher ups. Changing it from the bottom up is not going to work.
That's exactly what the point was in the video that I was just talking about. What happened in that was the judges were refusing us our open records, and they called the police on us. So when the police arrived, we were solid. We're like, look, man, we're practitioners of Constitution. And that's what we're doing. Like that's all we're about right now. And we're here for an open record. And
is it the honor your oath one video?
yes, yep. I think it says judges versus cops.
Yes.
On the cover.
Yeah.
But you know, the judges were the players in that, and that's normal here. For what Tiffany and I are going through, misconduct and I are going through, that's normal for us. Is the judges and the prosecutors are the ones, you know, and the police are under the impression that those are their bosses, as if they were, you know, the majors and captains of their team. So when the prosecutor or the judge tells them, "Hey, go do this," you know, jump monkey, they do it. They really don't know any better because they're trained as a policy on that stuff.
Well, I hear a lot of cops in videos ask, you know, a lot of the auditors, or you're a lawyer. You know, they're not lawyers either. They're only taught a few limited things.
Usually, you can outsmart them in law. I mean, just know the basics.
Yeah.
Ask a police officer what the Third Amendment is next time you see one.
They can't quote the first. I've had one cop quote 4 out of the 5, and the rest of them didn't know not one.
They always know this. Everybody knows the second.
Yeah. It's simple. Right to bear arms is there is nothing else behind that. So
right.
Yeah, the other went ahead and dropped a link to that video.
Yeah, I got it pulled up. But I was going to say is, and if I'm not mistaken, Rocket, and I'm glad we had this discussion because if I'm not mistaken, Rocket, you are former law enforcement, correct?
Actually, yes, I'm a former law enforcement, former deputy sheriff, and previously certified paralegal, and worked for the county prosecutor's office.
So you know what goes on behind the scenes when it comes to the blue line game.
Oh, hell yeah. That blue line is a hell of a lot thicker than what it is on those flag stickers they make.
That's what I'm saying. That's going to be the hard part to break. It's going to be the hard part to break. Man. It really is.
So I thought I'd bring that up so everybody would know that, like, when Rocket's talking about it, like, he's been there. Like,
well,
we can just assume.
I can definitely tell you from experience that in most, at least, especially small towns, now it gets better as you get into larger cities and you have real judges that sometimes give a shit. But for the most part, when you go before a judge in a small town, I mean, you're fucked. I mean, their money comes from the generation of all these arrests and citations and all of that. You're not going to beat that 9 times out of 10.
I can't believe anybody would ever believe that they're making enough money in counties, you know, or parishes, or, you know, the smaller institutions are bringing in the type of money that it takes to run. I mean, a courthouse alone, usually they have granite and marble and, you know, I mean, come on. And the police cars, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I would love to have half the equipment in one car. And I don't do too bad financially. They're making that money from tickets. Well, that's where the money comes from. And if you were to if you were to add the constitutional law that we're not being provided regularly, then that would take away the ability to abuse the power of the system to be able to maintain those funds.
Wasn't it in Alabama not too long ago that someone put out the video about that one town that all of their revenue is off that like one stretch of road because they ticket everybody? Was it Alabama?
They were overdoing that. Yeah. The cops were overdoing that whole area.
Brookside, Alabama,
yes,
is just outside of Birmingham. They something like 70% of their revenue roughly was generated from law enforcement. They had one store that paid taxes, and that was Dollar General.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. 70%. That's just insane.
Yep. And they were proving that, and you know, a lot of people turned in a lot of complaints against that department, and they had found that a lot of the tickets that they were writing were false, that they wasn't true. There was plenty of documentation that, you know, that department actually got in a lot of trouble over that because a lot of people turned in a lot of IA reports to that city, and they found out, you know, on camera on several different instances that the cops were writing tickets even though they were unlawful.
Yep, the state attorney general, state auditor's office, and the county sheriff are all involved in a big investigation over there. It's been a lot of turnover, but
Yeah.
they were also law enforcement that drove all unmarked cars, no markings on their uniforms,
Yeah,
nothing. I
private cars.
mean,
Oh yeah.
And you know what? That's like not the no marking part, but you know the financial part and doing, you know, playing the system crooked by ticketing people for wrong reasons and whatnot. That's everywhere. Like that's literally everywhere. It's just it depends on if you got anybody decent in the IA. I mean, like I said, I'm getting ready to go do a grievance on, you know, NIA on the guy that's running IA. I mean, you know, like how far does that go? And that's part of the problem too. You know, you can report all day long and file formal grievances everywhere. And I mean, it's hit or miss, you know.
Yeah.
Just as bad as any other part of the system.
Yeah. And the small towns and the smaller towns are worse. Like, you know, I've been in Louisiana for a couple of weeks, and even the Walker City Police Department, they clearly are just looking for reasons to mess with people. I was just sitting in that parking lot. I really was lost, and I was using my GPS on my phone. I was out cop watching, but I was also lost whenever that cop rolled up on me. And just the attitude, you know, and, you know, I stuck my head out the window, told him, you know, that I could do what I want. And then he flips around on me and then walks up to my truck. But I mean, just the encounters. And, you know, a lot of people are warning me about Louisiana, you know, the smaller time cops out here and stuff like that. You'll end up in a ditch or you'll end up missing and stuff like that. But damn it, if I don't stand out here and stand up for people's rights here in Louisiana, who is? You know, I mean, it can't stop just because the state's supposed to be more scary. But I mean, from what I could tell, these little cops out here, they're all little fluff cakes just like they are in any other city. You know, they're going to try to violate rights and, you know, but I mean, somebody has to push back because Louisiana has to be a state that needs to be addressed.
Well, that's what we need the most.
I tell you what, though, I've been looking at the 2022 fiscal budget for the city of Huntsville, Alabama, and kind of trying to dissect it here. Supposedly, their fines and forfeitures, that's what most of the revenue was in Brookside. Fines and forfeitures in Huntsville, only 1% of their yearly budget comes from fines and forfeitures. I find that a little
bullshit,
hard to believe.
Yeah, they're going to lie on them forms. Just like, okay, so we've learned that we did an open records request on salaries recently for some of the people that we're kind of looking at here, and the prosecutor claimed he made $5,000 last year.
Oh, whatever.
Oh yeah, see, you know that's not right. Yeah,
right. Especially whenever one of his captains is making, what was it, Tiff, 136% higher than any other captain in the state of Indiana. 136% higher.
Wow.
Yeah, but they're involved in that in the A&E program. You know, live PD and all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure they're playing with their budget with that money.
That's paid some kind of way differently, I bet you. But,
well, they're not supposed to mix those finances in with. I better not talk about that too much because I'm unfolding.
You don't want to give yourself away too much.
Yeah, man. Yeah, don't give up all your content.
I mean, well, there's you guys a little bit to look forward to. That's kind of where we're going to be digging on that a little bit. So,
all right. Well, before I play this for public safety video, I got two things I want to address in chat. Number one, for public safety, y'all, he's like 15 away from being over 200. We just got Michelle over 500. Let's get for public safety over 200 tonight. Get your asses over there, like, share, and subscribe. And number two, note out of the chat, everybody, let's get NC Tyrant Hunter up to 100,000. He's going to do a big giveaway at 100,000 subs, camera equipment, merchandise, all kinds of crazy shit. So if you're not subscribed to NC Tyrant Hunter, I don't think anybody in here really isn't, but if not, go subscribe to NC Tyrant Hunter and share it out for him so we can get him to 100K. because he's going to give away a whole lot of stuff, and I'm hoping to. And we need to get laptop or camera. I mean, I'm just saying.
Laptop though.
Can somebody drop for public safety's link in
Yes.
the chat? I'm not able to scroll back. That
I
far, I guess.
appreciate y'all playing that. I wasn't expecting that. I just
No,
you know,
no, man. We may not play the whole entirety. You tell me where I can move up.
no, it's like 30 minutes long.
Yeah, it's
But
30 minutes. So
The yeah, you could probably play Misconduct. So it might be a little more direct. She's got one that's like 10 minutes. She just cut, where the officer did his job right. It was really cool, actually, man. I wasn't expecting it, obviously, and that's how it went.
I don't have her. So what's her name?
It's Misconduct. No, she's official, the word official, and then Miss is MISS, Conduct.
And I will subscribe while I'm over there.
Thank you. She's in the panel here chatting, I think.
She said right before the intermission she was going to bed.
Yeah, she's over here looking for the link to it.
If she's chatting, just have her put it in the chat, and then one of my mods can go to channel, and then they can drop the link.
Yeah. Or if you can find, I don't know how your equipment works and everything, but if you can find where the officer comes into the courthouse, he's a younger officer, and he'll come right up to me. That's where you'd want to start to see what he does. It's pretty cool.
All right. Well, you'll still be able to talk. So when I put it up and start playing it, just tell me, where to go.
Okay.
What's
I
up?
go about halfway in, I think.
Oh, there she is. Heather, can you grab that link from Official Misconduct and throw it in the chat? We'll just go with her video.
Yeah, that'll be her video, guys. And you'll want to subscribe to her page, because what she's doing is, I'm sort of angling like the whole system. I'm sort of, digging in 14th Amendment work, and she's doing a lot of, she's just pointing out conduct of officers in hers. So not just officers, but all officials.
Oh, she's a new
Good and bad.
All right. Here, let me take this down, and then I should be able to grab her link.
What's up,
There you
Good
go.
night, Tyrant Hunter.
All right. Heather dropped it. There it is. Boom. And it is, which video is it? Legends Are Made.
Yeah, legends are made, and then you might.
Okay.
Her intro's adorable, but you can skip it if you need to.
Man, we like intros around here.
Yeah, hers is great, man.
Yeah, we're big on it. I wanted to watch yours. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. I seen the colors and
Yeah, I tell you, you're going to want to have a whole discussion with me about what mine is about, because it is what started us on this road completely. That's what our intro is. You will have to talk about that sometime.
Yeah, we get down on intros over here, man. We like intros on this channel.
Yeah, man, they matter. They mean something.
All right, here we are. Now we got her.
Yeah, this intro spells everything about her perfectly.
Hell yeah, we're watching her intro. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna get her on my panel.
All right, you guys ready? Here we go.
What we're doing is making an appointment with Jeremy Moore. Can everybody identify please? If we could get everybody's identification here. We'll start with you, sir. Sir, what was your identity? Miss Evans and Ben Wilson? Guys, all we're trying to do here is make an appointment with Jeremy Moore, the prosecutor.
a second. Sorry. And what is your name, sir? Are you going to failure to identify? Failure to identify right there. Your name, sir? Oh, I read it already.
Come on.
Okay, I feel threatened. No, I'm telling you, do not touch me. Really?
There we go.
You see all the cops scatter once you start running around making them show ID.
I seen that video. Was you with someone else on that video? Because I've seen that video.
Yeah, that's our. That's where we got hit, assaulted from prosecutor's orders.
And
So check out this cop, man. First time it's ever happened for me.
And what we do is we keep a report of all of everything we do. That way, we have record. There's no question about what was done, what wasn't done. You know, who the victims were, who the parties were perpetrators of anything, and we have it all recorded. And in that, we have met support system in which you do this.
Oh, yeah.
So we became activists ourselves.
Sweet.
And our scenario is a little different than normal because we're actually acting on our own legal matters.
Yeah.
And publicizing them. Okay? When publishing is necessary. We do not publish everything. We only publish things in which we feel we need support for.
Right.
And right now, your guys are doing wonderful, supporting their oath to the Constitution. They're having an issue here, the reason we called you over, because the judge apparently is not, and the ladies that are working in these offices are not. They're not following their duties. We're allowed to record in the lobbies. And all we're doing is keeping record, just like I told you. And she has a constitutional right to do that. I even said I'd step out and let her do it herself, as long as she's on record, because I don't.
Welcome in like father, like son.
And that is her protection.
I was just about to say that.
Right?
I got you.
And-
So what's
and
the issue, really?
They're not letting us in to do a record.
Where at? What room?
Upstairs, what clerk is that?
I think that's
You're just trying to go to
superior.
the clerk's office?
That's it.
All right, let's go talk to him.
Thank you.
No, all we were trying to get was just a police report where her kid was involved in an incident. That's it, for our own child. And, you know, it's in there, the clerk,
And the lady's
under a certain judge that has a personal vendetta,
and took off.
Okay, that's fine.
she decided to run away on us. Wouldn't give us a report. Public
It's that
record.
camera, man. That camera made the difference in this one.
Oh, no, no, this is personal with the judge for us.
Yeah, I understand. And I can understand how people get it mixed up, too.
I love that when you walk up to the window with a camera and they run away, run away.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when you watch my version of this, you'll see it's a little bit more detailed. I'm pretty hard on them when they run from the camera.
And then also show how it fits the Constitution.
Right. What are you guys trying to get done? Something signed? Some quick stuff that we're in and out?
I was wanting to see a copy
We don't want to have to spend the money to have our attorney obtain information that we can
They're
get.
expensive.
It costs a lot of money to put them out for subpoena and stuff like that. So if we can do our own open records public,
Yeah.
Save some money, buddy. We're all ready.
Save about 150 a paper, huh?
Oh, yeah.
It is about it's about $100 a paper, really, for each subpoena.
That's great.
And it
Very
depends on how much
expensive
work they have to
paperwork.
go through to get it too, like what it
I'll lay this
is.
down.
And this is funny, I mean, people really should know that it's okay to do.
She was out of that seat though faster than
Oh, yeah?
Roadrunners.
She's horrified. Have you recorded me? Has she got up?
31.
Hey, maybe coming in here. I don't know. Just see somebody.
I followed her around the courthouse, made sure she took that video like a champ.
Stay
Yeah.
there, Tippy,
Yeah, she's doing a great job.
Right, it's question recorded.
She's definitely getting your good side.
Check this out. So that's the judge calling the police, telling them to stop helping us.
Really?
Yeah. Now that cop gets called out by the judge. There's two different judges there. All right. Both judges kept calling and bringing him out in the hallway on his cell phone where he would step out where we couldn't hear his calls. And he finally, after about 20 minutes of going back and forth with him, he finally came in and told us. He said, look, the judges are the ones doing it, guys. It's not us.
And he has just done an amazing job trying to protect our rights.
Yes,
now you guys are witnessing what it's like in the small town areas when people abuse their powers. These authority figures here, they're at the top of the food chain for these folks. They are ones pulling the strings. Now, even our officers are doing their best right now to not be told to be illegal. And if we file a lawsuit on whatever happens next, we will not need to name these officers. That's because they're getting ready to make it very clear that it's not in the power of their position.
That's right.
And they're going to tell us whose power it was in.
Watch how good I called that.
We're ready for it.
First thing he says.
All right. Long story short, I was on the phone with the judge.
Which one?
Howard.
Oh, yeah, look at her.
I'm gonna write your name, your contact info, and I'm gonna slide it under this glass door here, or this glass screen, and they're gonna see if you're able, ma'am, to actually have access to this case.
Okay.
I don't know what the fine details are of the case, and the judge, doesn't know them either.
Now, the two of you,
Yeah.
the most amazing experience we have ever had
That's awesome.
from any law enforcement officers, any agency who have ever protected our rights during our legal endeavors when we've had an issue with a higher up. I always know the law. But I have never known in my lifetime to have experienced what you guys just did for us.
Yes.
Really. That's
Absolutely.
how rare it is. Yes, sir.
Yep. No
And
joke.
we've been through a lot in the last 3 years.
I mean, we care as a sheriff's
Yes, you
department.
do.
It's amazing.
You do.
People.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That dude,
Even out of towners, you know.
Yeah.
that's one of the few that we see right there.
All right, and that's Brown.
Yep.
And what is your position?
Just sheriff deputy.
These guys, man, smile. These guys protect our constitutional rights, folks. This is where you want to be if you're running into a position, unfortunate position, in which your constitution is being violated.
Yeah.
These are the guys you want.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair. Very good.
So
Now, full disclosure, we actually talked to Jerry Gooden, the sheriff, prior to going out to Scottsburg, just because, I've been nailed on a few things there. We had some legal issues that, I didn't need any more trouble than what we were already dealing with. I didn't need to deal with anything new. And I knew that we were going to raise some hairs, walking in with the cameras and whatnot. Now, he did not prepare. I don't think that he, diverted or directed his officers to do anything in specific other than just say, guys, do your job the way I taught you. And that right there was a really good example of why I believe when we do see them doing good conduct, it's important that we note that as well, because that's the shit we need right there. That's what we're crying for, And it didn't work. The cop ended up empty-handed because the judge has more power. We didn't get it. It's an open record, completely open to Tiffany. It's for her child. And judge said, hell no, for about 20 minutes straight. But it was the first time we ever had our legal team, our law enforcement agency, on our side. Usually Tiffany and I are fighting those guys too.
Yeah, it's hard when you're fighting law enforcement plus the records, everything else. It can get crazy and crazy quick.
Well,
Heather, I think you said it was for her son's case.
Yeah, that's right.
So, for officer safety, that other video, I just want to touch back on her intro. That video that she was using the clips of in her intro. Now, Was you with any other auditors on that one? Because I do remember watching that video.
Yeah, you probably saw my version of it. Yeah. No, it was just me and her. We had about 16 or 17 cops to take us out.
Yeah, I see. I think it was live, wasn't it?
No, I didn't have it live.
No, you didn't have
I
it live?
actually wished I had, because there was some good stuff that I didn't catch because they were quick. I mean, see, it's personal for us. Long story short, it's personal for us. This is our own personal stuff. We're involved in a really big legal situation that we've been sort of tackling ourselves for a couple of years now. And, we're the victims, and it doesn't matter to these assholes, the people of power. When they make mistakes, they have no accountability. So what they'll do is they'll do everything within their power to keep you from forcing accountability on them. And we have to, because you're in a position that, what else are you going to do? They come in and destroy your whole life. You got to expect that the only way to get straightened back out is through them taking accountability. And we have a legal process that works for us to do it. But what you end up with is having to fight every bit of the process under the power of the position of the person. I know this is kind of long to say, but under the power of the person in the position, whatever they have control of, that's what you got to fight to get to whatever that person did. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And for us, we're dealing with 3 judges that were involved in the legal matter.
Right. And have you had any other dealings with that sheriff's department, or was that just like a fluke thing that they were acting that right, or are they always that good?
No, man. No, those guys right there are those are the catalysts to our entire story. I'm just going to give you a little tidbit. My intro does this for you. That sheriff's department broke Tiffany's spine.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yep. They conducted what they called a search raid on our house, which was actually a completely fake warrant with no case attached to it, no case number.
Holy shit.
They were acting on a tip, and they used the system in their positions as a group. And I'm not going to say much more because you're going to learn that through my channel. That's what I'm exposing. My channel is kind of driven a little different than most. I'm not just auditing. What I'm doing is I'm unfolding an event over a course of 2 years through the legal system. And I'm showing you kind of step by step the actors involved in their positions. And what we're doing is we're going backwards, and we're just auditing the people in order in the way they did the damages to us. So it starts with the guy, the head main dude for child services, because that's what started the whole thing. And that was my first audit on the channel. So if you look at it like that, and then the last thing would be the last audit on the channel for that story. Once I'm done exposing ours, then my idea is to do it for another person afterwards, and just keep doing that.
So Michelle Mobiles Media, she's kind of doing the same thing about there's a story case that she's doing, and she's doing that exact same thing that you're doing. That's crazy.
I love it because when you're the victim, it's like there's nothing out there that can help. That's what it feels like. You feel like there's just no way to win. And even your closest people, strongest people will tell you to give up and run.
Yeah.
You have nobody.
I do have another friend. He's out of Ohio. His name's Great Lakes Audits, and he's been doing a lot of digging and uncovering. He does a lot of that. And he's been doing it for years, like 7 or 8 years. All he's been doing is digging up shit and uncovering shit. And if you want, I can get you in touch with him, and he could probably help you out.
Yeah, well, I think I pretty much have mine under control. I'd like to have some help, as far as if anybody's available, but I guess we got used to doing things ourselves. Like I said, there's no support system when it happens to you. It's like, and we try to stay humble about it, because then you learn, like, as soon as you think it's the worst case scenario, broken back, house destroyed, everything, property taken, and your reputation destroyed, and all this for nothing, for doing nothing. Kids taken away. You think that's the worst, and then you meet somebody whose kid gets shot. And it's like, well, shit. Like, I need to shut up, because there's no way I could compare what I'm going through to that. And there's somebody that's even worse right behind that. And it really is. It is abuse of a position that causes these kinds of damages. And it's usually not the trigger puller. That's what we're learning. It's normally someone that sits in an office and doesn't face anyone all day long. And they're really good about staying in that office and not facing. And that is the type of audits you're finding that I'm doing. I'm going after the people behind the doors.
Yep. I mean, and we commend you on that. We commend you for that, for being out here doing that. I mean, more people need to do it. I kind of feel like this is what people aren't seeing. They just think that the people out here are frauditors and stirring trouble and this and that, but it's really not like that. I mean, for the most part, most of the people out here that are doing this are trying to, expose our corrupt system and get it fixed.
Look at ATL. ATL's going through the same thing. We're documenting his journey through the legal system. Yeah. And that right there, I mean, his story is heartbreaking.
Yeah. He's got kids involved in school systems and abuse and all kinds of crazy shit, man. Like,
would you guys make sure that I'm linked with him? It sounds similar to our story, so I want to make sure that I support him. I don't know if he's on my channel or not.
Yeah, he's ATL auditor, and I'm sure someone will drop the link. I don't know if you're able to grab it.
Pull it up right now.
I want to try to talk to that guy, or at least follow his story and see, if there's anything I could do on it. Because that's similar to what happened to us. Kids got taken, DCS screwed up, bad actor in there. And like I said, I'll uncover the whole thing at some point. But I kind of want to explain it in a way where people can see it for themselves, rather than just because, man, people always assume that you're telling a side of a story and that the other side is just as believable, if not more. And I'm telling you, man, it's not like that. That's why we're doing it on video. We're telling the truth. That's what we love about this, being able to do what we're doing now, is the video camera ain't lying. It's not lying at all. I can't even edit it to look like what they're doing. I couldn't even voice over some of the bullshit that comes out of their mouths.
Truth, what you got, man? I'm sitting here looking at you. You look like you got something on your mind, brother.
Oh, man, I always have. I'm listening to what's going on, dude. Yeah, ATL, man, they're putting him through the ringer, man. They really are putting him through the ringer. Even from his very first video, that the officer that was working, for the police department for the school, man, they were, man. She didn't want to deal with him. She didn't want to give him the right answers. She was, the ringer. If there was a definition for the ringer, they were putting him through the ringer that day. They didn't want to help him. They didn't want to correct any issue. They were trying to put him off and act like, he wasn't there. It was just total BS, dude. It really was.
So who was he dealing with at that point? Was it like
the school police department, the school's police department herself, like each, some schools will have their own independent, independent school district police officers. And that's who he was having to deal with, because they were the ones that called him up and told him to come get his kid that day. It was just, the first video was rowdy, man. It really was.
Man, I gotta go start watching him. I gotta get caught up on that because
that one day, remember he spent all day driving around freaking Georgia, going from from the school to what was it, the city hall to the
police station,
yeah,
with the
everything.
FBI.
They were giving him the runaround. Yep.
Yeah, he went to FBI and everything. I mean, this guy's been he's touched.
He's doing it right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's touched just about every agency he possibly can, but he still gets
gotta do.
He still gets hit with a brick wall, though, man. Every
Yeah, but
place he
you
goes,
still,
man.
yeah, you know, that's the point. I mean, that's their point is they're going to keep slamming you with that brick wall. But if you learn the process and you figure out, I mean, that's what I've done for the past 2 years. I've been studying process and positions and jurisdictions. And now I can pretty much, you know, after all that we've been through, now I can pretty much just like, you know, slide my finger down the list and go, yeah, it's this one, commissioner, or it's that's the governor, or this is the, you know, regional director of DCA. Like, we'll know who to deal with now. But what happens is you think you know, or someone might tell you the right answer, or maybe even 2 or 3 people. And when you get to that person, those assholes will deny it. They deny that it's their duty.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to learn on paper whose duty's what, and then force it. So it makes it really tough when you're getting the runaround, because if you don't know, they hide, you know?
Well, he's definitely taken all the proper steps in his case and his situation. I'm very proud of, you know, watching. I have been following it from the beginning. He's taken all the proper steps, and he is finding out who's supposed to take care of what and where and when, and man, he's doing an amazing, outstanding job on it.
Yeah,
very, very nice. I cannot wait to throw as much support towards him as I can.
His
stories. But be prepared, because I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah,
when
his
you
story's
watch the
deep.
story and everything that's happened, it'll piss you off.
Oh yeah,
that's,
it will.
Yeah, that's what I'm into, though, man. Things that piss me off make me passionate. So.
Yeah.
So you said that he starts with his very first video that was about 7 months ago?
No, it's been sooner than that.
Oh yeah.
No, his. Let's see.
He started his YouTube just because of this situation. He'll tell you that. I had him up here on panel. Me and Road Dogs got him up here, and we pretty much handed him the show for 2 hours. I mean, that's how deep. That's how deep his thing is.
What I'm asking though is, if we want to follow the whole story, we need to start with his oldest video.
Yeah.
7 months ago.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it has to do with I think it was a janitor that put cameras in the bathrooms, and then it goes into teachers that made the kids pee in front of them. I mean, all kinds of stuff. It is just like, wow,
it's horrendous, dude.
The story behind.
Yeah, and like I said, we pretty much handed him the show one night.
Yeah,
and he just, I mean, 2 hours. He went in depth from start to finish, and it took like 2 hours. I mean, that's how deep it was.
Well, you know, and it is scary as hell when it involves your kids, because I mean, I had to go to the school not long ago for my oldest daughter. She's in high school, because she sent me a text message and she said, Dad, I'm in the principal's office and the deputy's in here and they're wanting to talk to me, and just waiting on, you know, the assistant principal to come back in. I was like, you tell him you're not saying a word and I am on my way.
The fifth, you got to teach your kids their rights early, man, because nobody else is going to.
Right. And so I'm glad she reached out to me, because I get up there and it was some bogus bullshit. Somebody was trying to blame on her or whatever. But when I walked in, you know, the first thing out of the assistant principal's mouth is, "Oh, you didn't have to make a trip up here. You know, I just told her to let you know we were going to talk to her." I said, "Yes, you did. And yes, I did have to make a trip up here." I said, "But you know," I said, "she and I will sit in here and talk to you, but we're not going to talk to you with an officer in here."
Right.
And she said, "Well, he's a school resource officer." I said, "Ma'am, he is wearing a deputy sheriff of Madison County, Alabama uniform. He is a law enforcement officer, and we are not speaking to law enforcement officers. If there's a law enforcement officer in here, you are implying, and he is implying, that there is some type of a possible crime here, and we are not talking to you.
Don't you just love how they're trying to be so obvious and sneaky at the same time and violate our rights on a regular basis? Like, it's almost like a challenge is in every encounter with everyone in the system is, I'm going to try to violate one of your rights and see if you know it or not.
Yeah, I just want to see if I can get away with it.
Several times, you know, they said 83% of people don't know their rights. So, of course, they're used to pushing people around.
Sure. I mean, you just think about it. Every time you get pulled over, you know, I mean, if they have any reason to go any further with their money machine, then they're going to try to test you. So the first thing they're going to do is ID. Obviously, you have to because you're driving. But that was the first Fourth Amendment reach, right? As soon as they meet up with you, the first thing to do is the Fourth Amendment reach. Then they go and they run you. So obviously they did impede on you. You know, that's what the running is about. They're checking for more than just your driving record. They're seeing everything that you ever did in your life that they think you did, or I should say. You know, and then the next thing they do is they start popping questions at you. Well, there's your fifth down the tube. They're testing your ass on that, you know, and then they ask if they can get inside your car to see how far they can go on your fourth, you know, and it's literally their process. That is literally what they do.
I've caught a lot of people saying, well, I don't have nothing to hide. But I told that person, you know, I was like, you may not have nothing to hide, but you're giving them that power to want to have to do it to somebody else later.
Not only that, but how many times have you all seen where the cop gets what he thinks is reasonable, articulable suspicion off of something, or just bullshit flat out and plant something, you know?
I went that off of a DCS.
Be careful, because if that officer has made any kind of misconduct mistake, and it usually is starting with a mistake, then they have to try to cover that because it's their job, you know? So the first thing they're going to do is try to cover it through your ass. I promise. That's what happened to our family.
Everybody to record because, you know, the camera don't lie.
Yes. And try to catch every angle of it, man. The more cameras you got, the better. Our house is covered. Like, you can't, Tiffany and I live in a way where the cameras are just part of life. It's like, you know, it's like the dog having eyes on us. We don't even care. We live under the gun of the camera. I mean, that's the way we do it.
Right.
I prefer it.
Michelle in chat, you know, she said it perfect. She's like, you might not have anything to hide, but you have, you know, you sure have a lot to lose.
You can still lose it all. Yep.
Yep.
100.
You know, if Tiffany wasn't quick enough to grab her phone when we experienced the raid, then I would probably be in prison right now for absolutely nothing, because they beat the shit out of me, you know, and that's why they would have done it, because they already screwed up. You know, I was unarmed. I was not doing anything wrong. And they yanked me out of my house and beat the shit out of me for answering the damn door. And they had already done it, you know. So at that point, they needed to arrest me. They needed to, and they couldn't. Ultimately, after 5 hours of destroying everything we owned, they could not find one. They even tried to arrest me for my trash can having a different city on it, but I bought the damn thing, and luckily I had a receipt in my tax files, because they were literally going to arrest me over a trash can that I paid $60 for.
See, that's just sucks, dude. Yeah.
But they didn't have anything. You know, they did a full-blown raid, you know, with the narcotics team, and supposedly they were here for what they said was stolen property. They knew better. But yeah, that's what it was all about. So when they screw up, man, they make sure they keep screwing up. I promise.
So they needed the narcotics team to look for stolen property?
For a motorcycle. My uncle had just died, and he left his estate to me. And the only thing that I cared to make sure was memorialized for him was his motorcycle. He kind of asked that directly in the will of me. So yeah, I was kind of warding off a couple of greedy family members over this bike, and I wasn't even keeping it. I was going to let, you know, his group, his motorcycle group, I was going to let them memorialize it and just keep the title in my name. And yeah, they made a fake warrant saying that they thought it might be stolen, because the DCS worker that screwed up Tiffany's case had been alleging that me and Tiffany were these terrible, unfit parents. And one of the things he was saying is that we were on drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't even drink. So they screwed up. They kicked in the wrong door, is what I like to say.
You got an open case on them for that, I hope.
Man, they didn't make a case number. It's a fake warrant. It
but I mean,
doesn't even have a case number. But yeah, no, we got a huge lawsuit going.
Oh, okay, yeah. So don't talk too much into it, man. I just want to be there.
No, it's
Keep
okay.
chewing
I
that
mean, I really have absolutely nothing. I mean, we got to give them all the facts that we have anyway. Like that's how court works. You got to tell them what you got. So I mean, they're screwed, man. We got it on camera.
Okay.
They're screwed. So
when people got open court cases where they're trying to win, I usually don't like to let them put out too much. You know what I mean? Because I don't.
If you're facing a criminal matter, that's one thing. But if you're the aggressors, if you're filing in 1983 like we are, we're the ones telling the facts now. Like the tables have turned. We learned the law, man. Is what we did. We figured it all out, and now we're the aggressors seeking justice.
Right on. I just, I don't want you to say too much. You know what I mean? I don't want to hurt your case. By you being.
You're
up
fine,
on
buddy.
the panel.
Yeah. I'm responsible for that, and plus, this is 2 years in now, so I'm pretty practiced on, making sure what I say is what I mean to say.
Right on.
But yeah, and that's when they broke Tiffany's back. They were beating the crap out of me, and she videoed it, and they wanted the phone. They wanted the phone. She was recording it, so they wanted to yank the phone out of her hand, and he missed and pulled too hard and broke her back.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Right in front of me, man. I was laying on the concrete face first, bleeding with handcuffs.
And there ain't
5 cops
nothing you can
with their
do.
knees in my groin.
Wow.
Jesus.
It's enough to
I
turn
couldn't
you.
even say what I would do, man, in that situation, dude. Like after that situation.
I promise. Here's what
I
you
might
can do.
be hunting.
You can lay there and say, fuck you. That's what you can do because you're in cuffs. You got 6, 200 some pound dudes on your back with their guns hitting you in the head and knees in your spine and neck. And, they're literally pushing my every pressure point of my body into the concrete while they broke her back. I couldn't even, all I could do was just watch, it was horrible.
I might be hunting afterwards. I'm just saying.
Well, that's the kind of things I don't talk about.
Right. Hey, I could be hunting deer. I don't know.
I tell you what I'm hunting, and this is a fact. I'm hunting justice. I'm hunting accountability, and that is what our videos are about. That's what we're doing. We are fixing what they fucked up, and one corrupt actor at a time. And if they don't think that I'm not going to expose everything I know, I don't know whose door they thought they kicked in, because I know a whole lot of dirt. I've lived here my whole life. So.
I'd like to welcome.
Thanks, dude. Thanks.
I'd like to welcome in Pops. Pops, welcome in. Welcome to the show. First time on the panel. Yes. Welcome in.
Oh, thank you.
What's up, Pops?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I like to point out one thing. I mean, we all see what's going on here all over the country. And it seems to be we all want to protest and fight back legally. And we do this. And we think in our mind that things will change. And once in a while, they throw us a little bone and they change something. But in general, understand that spiritually and legally, they are basically doing everything against us. Okay. And when I say they, we know who they are. It's the top people, whatever you want to say, government, oligarchs. We're under some kind of spell in this country. I don't know what's going on. Nothing seems normal anymore. I had cops come to my house the other day. My dog ran out of the backyard, went to play with another dog. The girl panicked, pulled out a phone, recorded it. Nothing happened. There was a 10-second, just 2 dogs jumping on each other. And she called the police. They came to the house. They were doing like a giant investigation. And then he says to me, I told him, I don't answer your questions. I'm not answering these stupid questions. He tells me that they're going to send 2 detectives to my house over a lady that claimed my dog scratched her dog. I said, so this is what we do now. We investigate dog crimes. It's not like the dog bit a human. I said, so now we're investigating 2 dogs. I said, is this real? I says, You're going to send what? Detectives here? I said, send them, because I ain't answering their questions either. But it doesn't really matter anymore in my mind. I look at the big picture, what's going on. They're begging for us to really go crazy so they could declare martial
they're
law.
there to escalate the situation.
And
they're there to escalate.
The real deal is there's only one way out of this. If we don't get change in our government soon, which I don't see it happen, everybody thinks Trump's going to come in and save the day. I hope that happens. It ain't happening.
No,
they will
that's
not
not the way. It's not going to be a president.
They will not give up their power. You can sit here and protest all you want with your picket signs, and your audits. Hey, look, you're trying, great, but they're changing the laws as you speak. They're making it to the point where you're not going to be able to record.
Yeah,
right.
Well, they're trying, and the
No,
recording
they've
is
succeeded in certain states already.
Yeah, but hold on. That's why we need to be better versed in constitutional law, because it is Trump law, foundation law. Even when state laws come in and try to stomp on our amendments, they can't legally. You just need the case law to open the door back up. That's what it takes. So somebody has to sacrifice. And whenever that sacrifice happens, a good lawyer steps up. When I say a good lawyer, I mean a lawyer that wins. And then you get the appeals, and then you get case law, and then now we got another leg to stand on. The system is actually pretty beautiful, really. It's just that we don't understand it. We understand criminal law. We all know what not to do, but we do not understand the power of the Constitution. It's so beautiful. It's such an amazing tool.
They don't care about your Constitution.
I know they don't care, Pops, but what I'm saying is that it is the power that they cannot beat in numbers. If we all understood it and we all practiced it and we all stood behind it and said, this is what we will go to war over. If you cross this boundary right here, that's what they did back, revolution back then. That's how it happened. You're not crossing this line right here. That was what line we made.
Well,
and
let me ask you this. Sure. People aren't even willing to take the face diaper off. You think they're willing to go to the mat and go to jail?
Well, no, and I hate that.
They don't even
I don't even like the word
ticket.
hate, but I do. I hate that. I hate that society is so. Here's the problem.
We rolled over. The society is rolled over.
Well, we're taught to comply, and we're even under the false pretext that compliance is a law. Compliance is not a law. There is the word compliance in some laws, but there is no law against not complying.
Right.
I understand. You're right, but there's few of us that actually don't comply.
The ones who understand they don't have to. That's the ones that do it.
We need everybody in general, a high, big percentage to start saying no.
Yeah, right.
Just no.
So here you go.
Yeah. It's about the power of the people. I mean, we should be able to stand up, but to get everybody on the same boat is going to be another big issue.
We don't even need everybody. We just need a
percentage.
Say 30%. We can't even
30% would be plenty. If 30% did it, it'd be plenty. Now, isn't that the power that we have in this platform? Isn't that what this whole entire group is about? Is trying to get at least 30%? That's where I'm going.
I get you, but here's the reality. The reality is, by the time we grab a certain percentage that we need, they would already have put so many laws into place that you won't even be able to talk like this on YouTube. So.
Well, I think in my
They're
personal
already
experience,
passing a law against what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, and you know what? Fuck that law in my perspective, because I know constitutional law well enough to know that law ain't going to stand up, and I'm willing to take the ride to fucking go to case law.
Yes, you are. Maybe I am. Maybe truth is. But there's
the
not
problem
enough.
with that is that the people like me are the people with nothing to lose because they already got it. That's why I learned it. They destroyed me, and in that, what you got is the only thing left to do is to fight to get back to your seat. And the only way you can do that is you got to be able to prove your innocence. And it's not always criminal law. Like in my case, there was never a criminal charge on me whatsoever. Not one. You know,
But
so
we
I'm not
need more
fighting.
people to be put to the mat like they did to you. See, and
Well,
that's
that
not,
sucks though, man, because it just, I mean, you know, you
It's
got to
something that has
suffer
to go
injuries
that
and your
far.
kids being
It has to
taken.
go
And
that far. It's ridiculous. And it's
look,
to go
I'm
that
looking
far.
at this like in reality, and I'm not saying you're wrong, and we gotta try. But
Yeah, we have
when
to
you
try.
really look at the big picture, it almost looks hopeless.
it is overwhelming, Pops. It is, man. You know, shit, you know, you're talking to a dude who's cried lots of nights over this stuff. And man, yeah, it seems overwhelming because the bootlickers and the people who think they understand law that don't, and the compliers, you know, yeah, there's a lot of them, man, and it is overwhelming. But when I met this group, you guys, you know, this group here, it opened my eyes to that relief that I needed in life in general. I needed to know that you guys existed. And whenever I found that, and I found it through Josh, AFA, man, fucking rock on, brother. It changed everything. And now, you know, even if it were only 2 or 3 people from half a country away, it just feels more powerful to know that there are other people out there who know that, you know, what we're doing is on the right side of things.
I agree. I see what I try to do on my channel is once in a while I'll do something that has nothing to do with, you know, what's going on, just to break it up. But what I try to do is show the agenda and give everybody, we really all need to have rebel mindsets. We have to be rebels. There's no in between. You need a rebel mindset. When you don't have a rebel mindset, they will take it. They'll take your respect, and they want your respect, and they want to take it from you. And when we have a rebel mindset and we won't let them take our respect, our morals, that's when they're going to have a problem. But unfortunately, like I said, look, I live here. Let me tell you this story real quick. And you tell me how much hope do you think we have? I lived in, you know, I'm back in New Jersey, which I hate, but I was in Missouri, but I lived in Jersey for 18 months. I'm originally from New York, and I was working, and I ended up collecting unemployment for 18 months. Doing great. I was collecting like $900 a week between the government and the, so I was, you know, no need to go back to work when you're getting that kind of money, right? So I had nothing to do. Every single day I would go out and just walk around, go to stores, just passing time, getting exercise a little bit. In 18 months, and I tell you, 18 months, I was the only one. And I seen thousands of people per week. You know, I'm going to all these big, busy stores and malls and supermarkets. I was the only one in 18 months not wearing a diaper. I didn't see one person without it. And I said, oh my goodness, there is zero hope here. I'm the only rebel. And I used to go into stores, have fights with the managers, call the cops, everything. I went through the whole 9 yards, getting kicked out of stores, getting threatened to be locked up. And then I got real smart to it. What I started doing, because if I needed to get groceries, I had to eat, right? So I would walk in, no mask. They come up to me, bust my chops, an 18-year-old kid thinking he's a cop. And I go, oh, okay. And I had this crazy little plastic mask I would put on for 3 seconds. This is only when I needed to eat, though. And I would walk away from it and just take it off again. Now, if I didn't need to eat, I used to walk in the stores just to fight with them. To maybe hope somebody else would say, hey, that guy's right. People were looking at me like I was wrong. But my story is this. If I seen a couple of thousand people a week, and I wouldn't be lying, and I seen guys coming out of gyms, outfits, these guys were wearing the thing in the parking lot when they didn't even have to wear it. People right now want to be told what to do. They want to be. They're under. I think there's some kind of magical spell out there, and maybe it didn't hit my mind. Maybe they can't break into me. I don't know why. Maybe I did something that opened that third eye, and they can't get in. But we right now, I don't see the hope. I think we're gonna. I think soon as they really come heavy at Americans, we're gonna fold. Just like I ain't folding. I'll dig my feet down into the ground and I'll go out fighting. But I just see this kind of becoming like Australia, just later on down the road. They got all these FEMA camps in place for a reason. This isn't for immigration. They have a plan, and they're 10 steps ahead of us. And we keep thinking, right now, you see how they're releasing all the restrictions and the mandates? You know why I think they're doing it? They're getting us ready for war. Okay, they actually are starting to push a lot of patriotic propaganda on like Netflix. You go, they're pushing all these different movies of patriotism. They are getting us ready because they're getting ready to do something. The oligarchs will only give the people what they want when it's what they want. That's the only way we get anything, is if they want it also. And
what would be the gain if they didn't have the power of the people to support? Right now, what we are is a money machine. You know,
absolutely.
The country's a money machine, and what we're doing is we're lining their pockets for them, obviously, right?
While they're taking us down, yes.
So I mean, if they pushed and they need compliance from us, that's the whole platform. That's what we've been talking about. Is, you know, they drive away your constitutional rights every single encounter. But that is to keep a balance of the power that they have now, which is way overreached. I mean, people like us know that. The general society, it hasn't hit them yet. So, you know, and that's each individual. Like when an individual's life is attacked because of overreach, then they'll recognize overreach. Unfortunately, it takes that for most. I was a little bit on the other side before it happened to me, but, you know, really, you know, I really dug in after it already happened. You know, like after that overreach really took way too much for me. That's when I started actually standing all the way up and fighting back. But I guess what I'm saying is I don't really see that their power balance is far off enough to take that type of change, like to change something that big, like to go to civil war with us is kind of stupid, because they have that balance of overreach power where they need it to be perfect right now. They can't make more money than what they're doing. They're making all kinds of money, you know, and we're doing it as a society. I'm not saying we as in the people in this group, but we as a society are doing it for them like good little sheep. I mean, that's what we do. You know, we give them 25% of everything, and then we give them sales tax, and then we, you know, give them our ordinance and state law tickets, and we go to court and we're pleading out of shit that we didn't even do, you know, to give them a couple $100 more here and there. And that's happening all day, every day, everywhere. The machine's working perfect. Why would they throw a wrench in that machine and take that chance?
Well, the main reason is they don't need us. They don't need us anymore. And when I say they, it's the New World Order type of deal.
Okay, so
everything revolves around the petrodollar. Okay,
that's a whole nother. Yeah, that's a whole nother. So
they
you're talking about
world
order.
They want to get rid of the petrodollar. They want a digital currency, and they're
Makes sense.
talking about it. Now, this digital currency, they're going to be able to actually control where and how you spend your money.
Yeah,
that's the next.
I thought we were talking about just our government, and when you,
I am talking about just our government. Our government is under siege.
I mean, wouldn't you be saying, you know, there's like a connection in New World Order that goes all the way around the world? I mean, there are.
Yeah, but they've infiltrated us the most. All these people there, if you see what they're doing, both sides, the right and the left, it's good guy, bad guy game. They've sealed off Washington, D.C. We can't get in there just to even tell our congressmen we're unhappy. Okay, we're not allowed. So what they're going to do is they know America's crumbling, and they can't even. The debt is out of control. They know it's a hopeless case. We can't pull ourselves out $30 trillion. So
yeah, they're
going to crumble the dollar eventually. America is not going to be what they were, because everything was about the petrodollar. Now Russia just made a deal with China. They're going to. Basically, Russia was weeding off the dollar. They were down to 50%. They're making a deal with China. They're going to digitally trade their money. And they're going to just cut America out of the picture. And these oligarchs now are global. They're not about America anymore. They don't need America anymore. So little by little, this could take 10 years to do. It could take 5 years. The way they're moving, it's going to take a few years. What they're doing, these oligarchs that are global, they'll live in another country. They don't care about America anymore. So they're taking this country down, but they're pillaging it at the same time. We all know these politicians are up to no good. And I think there's some spiritual part of this. You know, that's another story for another day. I really believe Satan's controlling a lot of this show. But they're just going to pillage this country like they're doing until it falls. This country was built so well that it's taken them, it's a hard time for them to take this country. But once they have America completely, game over for the whole world. Because we're the only thing, we're the last hope. And the middle of this country is really the last hope because all the cities are done. So
I mean, like what you're talking about, Pops, that's the whole world. Like you were talking about the whole world the whole time, because for that system to be successful, it would need to take out more than just this country. Like, in other words, they wouldn't care about any country as far as a government stands, because this would be a different structure of government. And it is, it is possible. Like I've never ruled anything out that's possible. I rule things out if it's not possible.
It's only possible if they let it happen, if they want it to be possible. They control everything. And when I say they, it could be a numerous amount of different elites, government, elite, oligarch. We only get what we want if it's the same thing that they want. And this has been going on for a couple of hundred years. I mean, this is going on since almost the beginning of America. Our founding fathers knew all about this. They were trying to prevent it. I'm surprised we lasted this long, to be honest.
Well, I think bottom line here, Pops, is the same thing that we started this conversation on in the first place. The block for that is also the same goal that even, minds that aren't thinking that deeply or concerned about that particular issue, it's the same blockage in the end. The same thing would block that, which is the strength of America following the Constitution as the balance and check between us and government, because the power of this country right here in the way that it was founded is the saving grace for all of everything we just talked about. Every bit of it, this whole entire conversation, not just mine and yours, but all of it.
The point I was trying to get to anyway is the only way out of this, and it's a shame to say, but it has to happen. There has to be blood in. You want to say blood in the sand? I say blood in the dirt because we don't have really that much sand. We need, when you start, if you start to see police officers and military personnel turning and going with the people, that's where the hope is going to come. Because if they do not turn on them, if police officers keep doing what they're doing because they're making a lot of money, don't want to lose their jobs. Most police officers are making $100,000 in any big city.
Hey guys, Box didn't see the video you posted a little while ago, did he?
We're gonna need blood in the dirt. Without the blood in the dirt, we got no hope. I mean, because it seems like that's the only way out when they start seeing blood in the dirt. But we need the regular guy, the citizen, to start saying, "Hey, you know what? This is wrong. What they're making me do. I'm not doing it." Right. We need them to start to stand with us. And that's the scariest thing. If they see that, they will start to bend the knee.
I believe we all agree upon that. For sure, Pops. That everybody needs to stand up and fight for your rights.
But we're gonna need blood in the dirt. I'm telling you, because they're gonna just keep. Do you really believe, like in Canada, that truckers revolt? Now, it was a great thing to see as a human being. We get lifted, but they didn't care. They actually let it go on for a while. And then they used it as an excuse for all the supply issues. And then they said, we're going to show you who's in power right now. And they showed you who was in power. Stomping people with horses, coming in, arresting people, broke it up, taking their bank accounts, taking their dogs and saying, we're going to kill your dog and put it in a shelter. This is what they do. So we really, in my opinion, should start gearing up and getting ready, because whenever we protest, nothing gets done. We never win no more. They just let us think maybe, they win. Show me a good example of something major that has gotten changed so far. Nothing. It's
Well,
gotten worse. It's not gotten
yeah.
better.
There's different levels of protesting. Protest is not always a mob in the street. It's not always 100,000 people carrying signs and making the point together. Sometimes protesting is just one person taking their stance against unlawful actions of the government. And that is my personal case. I had a whole bunch of those protests, like I do it daily. But those matter too, man.
Well, it's nice to believe that. It used to matter like that, but it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't.
But if it works for me and it helped my life whenever it works, like the video that we had on here just a little while ago, it's the only time it's ever happened for me, Pops, my entire life. Just the other day, because of I'm going to throw my quote fingers, protesting that we've been doing lately. I'm talking about me and my girlfriend. In our small rural area, we are finally starting to get a little bit of support out of a few of the actors that, generally either wouldn't have blinked at us, they wouldn't have thought twice about us, or, they might even sided with the other team, not knowing they're just following the rule, following the group. But just the other day, we actually had a police officer, 2 of them, argue and fight with a judge, 2 judges, matter of fact, to try to get us an open record that we had a right to, because it was our constitutional right, and that's what we asked for. We said, hey, it's our constitutional right to get that damn report. He said, you know what, you're right, and ran up there and started trying to get it for us. I've never had that happen, but you know what that is? That is protest that made a difference for our family. Now, it might have only been good for one little aspect, and we didn't even get the document ultimately, but at least now that judge knows that she's not going to be able to fall on her little, her officers to keep us from getting it. We're going to end up getting that thing. You watch. I'll have it by next week. But the point is that the protest does make a difference. The problem is that only a couple of people have to really protest hard to turn every little instance around backwards, because it's backwards. And there's no balance of power the way it is now. So the balance has to come back, and it has to happen by individual accounts. So if each and every person had an individual account where they protested and reversed the power in a situation, every time that happens, the big collective number grows.
If you don't mind me asking, what were you protesting about?
Well, I was being denied an open record request.
Okay.
And that's all it was. And I said, hey, that's unconstitutional. You can't do that.
Can I jump in here, guys, real quick?
It's your show, brother.
All right. All right. Hey, I know you guys probably ain't too familiar with the show, but we are kind of like 33 minutes over our quit time. I didn't want to quit because of the conversation was it was a good conversation, and I liked it. But I am going to have to shut this stream down.
No problem.
Yeah, I got to get to bed, guys. Every time I get around Pops, man, we end up chit-chatting like that. He's awesome, super smart guy.
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, I'm glad Pops came up. I mean, Pops, that's awesome. I'm glad you came up.
I appreciate
just
it.
so you guys know, usually we are a closed panel, and it's invite only. We do, if you want to reach out to Road Dogs Media or Toe for Life before the show, and we give you the link or whatever, that's how we usually. Tonight we had an open panel because we were just kind of bored with the closed panel.
Sure.
So anytime, you guys are more than welcome. Pops, everybody go over and subscribe to You Can't Fool Pops. He's definitely got something to say, and I love it.
I try to tell the reality, but before you go, Toe for Life, I just like to know, how did you get your channel set up like this? I love it.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, this is just it's called Restream. It's a different iOS than StreamYards and all that.
I'm gonna check it out. But one good thing that we all can do, and I don't know if some of you do or don't, but I think another way out of this is to pray to the Almighty God, and everybody's got to start doing it. Maybe, just maybe, he'll come here. He'll send some help, because
right on.
I need that. I think we need the big guy.
I'd second that. I second that for sure. I would like to say, again, thanks, Pops, for being here. For public safety, it was a pleasure, man. You're welcome here anytime. Rocket City, you're welcome here. Truth, thanks for being here, my brother.
Always,
you're welcome
man.
here anytime. But at this point of the show, I'm going to kick you guys all out of here and just leave the hosts up. And then we're going to do our thing.
God bless.
Hey, man, it was a pleasure hanging out with you guys tonight. Thanks for having me.
All right,
definitely reach out anytime you guys want to come back.
Yeah, anytime, man. Anytime.
Got it.
We appreciate you having shows like this. I mean, it does give us a chance to express, our feelings and everything, and amongst ourselves, man. It's a great experience.
Right on. What you're talking about? All right, let's kick some people out, Road Dog. Kick out Truth and Rocket and for public safety. Here we go. All right, y'all. Well, there you have it, man. I think that became a good show.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Wait. You know what? I think we need to take Big Man out too.
No, no, not Big Man. Bring Big Man back in.
I did.
Yes, I will let everybody know that Toe for
Road
Life.
can kiss my ass.
Toe for Life was thinking about canceling the show tonight. And the Bamley all got together and they rattled his cage and made Toe for Life have the show tonight. So and it was a great show. And I thank you guys.
AJ got the family. No, I'm
Yeah,
just kidding. Got to give myself props,
But I love all you
Yeah,
guys, man. And I love you guys, stepping up and making me feel better about having the show tonight because it was a good show.
It was a freaking awesome show.
And you guys are all awesome. But on that note, you know what time it is. We got to roll on our outs.
This shit I'm out, no thanks. Don't mind me, I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me please, fuck this shit I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit I'm out.
All right. I am gonna put it over to Road or Big Man Audits. You got any outs to say there, Big Man?
Later.
He said later.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. Gotta love it. Big Man Audit said later, y'all. How about you, American Justice of Texas? What you got?
I just want to say thank you for everybody that came and supported the Road in Tow show, and I'm glad that I got to meet some new people. Definitely got some new, people to subscribe to. I can't wait to see what they have to offer, and that's about it.
Right on. And I'm glad we were able to get Michelle up over 500. Hopefully we got for public safety over 200 tonight. Hope everybody went, rang them bells and hit them subscribes and all that. I will say that I love everybody, and Road Dog, I'm gonna let you go at it and then I'll go back.
Well, I definitely want to thank everybody that was up on panel. Great discussion. I really enjoyed it. Thank everybody in chats. You guys are what makes this place. And Aztec Ninja, I've got a question for you.
Just leave him go. Just leave him go.
But we're gonna call it out a Big Smoke if you'd like to show up on Saturday. Just saying.
Yeah.
Anyways,
thanks for being here, Aztec.
Yeah,
There is one Aztec. I don't even see him.
Yeah, he's probably over.
Yeah, let's not worry about him. Let's
he's in
finish
the
our
chat?
show. Let's finish the show.
Hey, Paul Blart.
Anyways, I'd like to thank everybody that was in chat, because this show is not anything without you guys. And like Toe said, we love you guys. And Toe, back over to you.
All right. And like usual, I love everybody. All the people in chat. You guys are the reason that I keep coming back every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Special shout out to the mods. We got the greatest mods on the face of the earth. You guys all know that. We got the My God Judd. We got Heather Holt. We got Farlap Moves. I mean, we just got a whole list of mods that are out here killing it. And you guys are great, and thank you. Thanks for the Bamley and American Justice of Texas for giving Toe for Life the push to put the show on tonight. Like I said, it was a great show, and I love you guys for that. And what I got left is, this is the Road and Toe Show, episode 26. I am your host, Toe for Life. This is my host, Road Dogs Motherfucking Media. These are my co-hosts, American Justice of Texas, Big Man Motherfucking Audits.
Don't forget
you
to
better
say,
ask somebody. Go over, like, share, and subscribe, because that's what we do around here. I love you guys, and we out this bitch.
Hey, Toe.
Yes, sir.
And don't forget the segue. We're out.
We out this bitch. Toodles,
Later.
y'all.